begin in Mpumalanga this morning. Police there have urged those wishing to protest to follow proper channels, and that's after the death of one person and the arrest of 37 others for public violence.
Yeah, yesterday, taxi operators embarked on a shutdown in the early hours of the morning, blocking major roads in and out of Mbombela. Police say 4 minibus taxis, for instance, were impounded. The operators say they're reeling from the high fuel prices in this country and want the government to intervene urgently. Police spokesperson, that's Brigadier Selvy Mohlala, says the drivers are expected to appear in court in the coming days.
After we removed some of the trucks along the CBD, in Hazy View, there was a family that was going somewhere, supposed to pass where they blockaded with their taxis. Now, when that particular motorist requested to pass through, and they intimidated that particular motorist, and unfortunately, that motorist had to defend his family, and a shootout ensued. He had to shoot 2 people, and one of them unfortunately succumbed to the injuries. And in that particular process, his sister-in-law was injured, and she had to be taken to hospital. You see, this is the kind of a situation that we were confronted with the police, the confrontation and the intimidation by the taxi operators, of which it was unnecessary.
Stay with the story. Get your live update now. Bring in Mweli Masilela, who's live to us from the CBD in Mbombela. Mweli, yesterday, some shops, in fact, all the shops where you're at were closed due to safety concerns. How's the situation looking as of this morning?
And I can tell you that today it's a bit calm compared to yesterday, because when we moved around, it was even difficult to do that, like moving around, because all the major routes leading to the CBD here in Mbombela were blocked by the taxi operators. But looking into today on the major routes, at least there is some movement, but there's still uncertainty on the side of both commuters and also the taxi drivers themselves, because some people are saying that they are concerned about their safety. Yesterday, when we finally managed to get to the CBD, and almost all the shops here in Mbombela were closed, including filling stations. And this taxi rank, it's the main one here in Mbombela, and at this time of the day, it's usually very, very busy. But if you can check today, it's just a few people here, and the taxi drivers that I've spoken to here, of course, they don't want to be on record. They are saying that they'll wait until they see as to what exactly is happening. Otherwise, they won't be transporting people at this stage. And there's only a few commuters, this morning. Even the people that are doing business here in the taxi rank, the women here that are selling food to both commuters and also those working in the taxi industry, they are worried about this shutdown because they are now counting their losses. They're saying that yesterday it was even more quiet. They are hoping that at least today there will be some activity. Let's try and speak to some of them here just to find out as to how is this situation affecting them. If you can just come closer, Mama. Good morning. How are you?
Ngiyaphila baba njani?
Siyaphila. Nangasipha nje igama lakho ukuthi ngibani, usebenza ngani lana, ukuthi lesimo lesikhona manje la sale shutdown sinthikabeta kanjani?
Mina igama lami ngifikile eMkhabela. Sipheka ukudla la ekitchen. Since nje siqalile le strike itolo vele akukabi kahle la eNasport. La nathi siya ngebantu ukuthi bathenga kudla, and if bangabe abathengi kudla vele, then nathi business lethu alidlodlobali liya shabalala.
Kukhona into lekuvile bathi namhla ngoba siyabona namhla selokuthulile la taxi rank. Ngathi akuhlali nje nawasichazela ukuthi bathini namhla ngesimo.
Simo asikahle kakhulu kati eskom indoda ekuhamba asitholi uvaliwe emgwaqo. La sifike nje ngokunconcobetela, and then yabona ama taxi kude sesicabangana ukuthi nathi sithola ukubuyela emuva emakhaya ngoba akunabantu.
All right, Siyabonga kakhulu mama. Thank you for talking to us. That's one of the people that survives by selling food here at the taxi rank. She's saying that it was even difficult for them to get to Mbombela here to do their business, and they're thinking of actually going back home because there's no business today. And as I said earlier, this rank is usually very, very busy, but today it's a bit quiet.
Yep. And one can only think of the ripple effects, or can't help but think of the ripple effects, given how much money is potentially being lost there. Mweli Masilela, thanks very much indeed for bringing us that live update. Mweli, live to us there from the CBD in Mbombela. That's in Mpumalanga.